Overtrading isn't a strategy problem. It's more like a patience problem. The market doesn't pay you for your effort, it pays you for timing. And most traders lose money not because they don't know what to do, it's simply because we don't know when to stop. Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? And welcome back to another installment of Trading with yours truly, Alex. Again, hopefully, you guys have been enjoying this life alignment series, trading psychology, if you want to call it that, where we are looking to align our misalignment in our identity and our mindset inside of our habits. And again, this series, it's so important. I know that you guys are anxious to get into the skill set portion. I'm here to tell you the skill set is the easiest portion of trading. It's not too hard to learn. It really is about repetition and doing the thing over and over and over again, getting reps, practicing, and doing all of those things. So the skill set will come, but I don't want to rob you of the mindset. Who do we have to become in order to succeed in this market? And it's so pivotal that we get the mindset under control because you're going to need this. I promise you, when you're going through your trading journey, you'll have this to draw back on. Like, man, what did Alex say about overtrading? What did Alex say about revenge trading? How do I need to think? You'll have this as a guide and as a reference for when you're actually going through the game. And so, with that, most people think that overtrading comes from just greed alone, and it doesn't. I believe it comes from discomfort because silence feels unproductive. Waiting feels like we're missing out on something. So you trade not because you saw something with your strategy or within your setup or within your time frame. You did it because you didn't like how waiting feels. Activity feels like you're in control, just moving, busybody, going. But activity, like we have talked about before, it's like running in place. You're moving, but you're moving with no progress, no real sense of purpose. And I can remember a time where I was trading and I started the day off in the green. Won my first trade, was in profit, and I still gave it all back. I followed my routine. I was up early, like I normally do, get up at 5 in the morning, checking my routine. I've already executed well based off of where the market was. Nothing was wrong. Yet I stayed anyway. Gave the market back all of its money. I didn't need to trade again. I just didn't want to stop. The thrill of winning feels like you can keep going forever. And I told myself I was being patient. That's a lie. But I really was being greedy. Greed sets in when you least expect it. I'm telling you, when you have never made money online, you won't know the feeling of greed. You typically won't know when enough is enough because this is a new feeling to you. It's a new sensation to you. Like, I can make money online without clocking in and punching a clock. Absolutely. So when you don't know the feeling of what it's like to make money online, you don't know the greed that'll be attached to you. Remember, I have been saying countless of times that the market doesn't create flaws in you, but it exposes or reveals the flaws that are hidden within us. I didn't think I was a greedy person. I would give somebody the shirt off my back. I know when enough is enough in real life. But again, when you're chasing a new feeling, when you've experienced something for the first time, this is when a lot of things are going to be revealed unto you. So the market didn't take my money that day. I willingly stayed long enough to give it back. Sometimes you need to just make your money, log out, remove yourself from the screen, and go do something else for the day and trade again tomorrow. Sometimes we don't know when to stop, when we're up, when we're winning. And that's what overtrading actually looks like. You have a reference of that. But some of us are going to be stubborn. Some of us are going to continue to be hard-headed. And we're going to still continue to be greedy and overtrade because, yeah, it happened to Alex, but it can happen to me. Stick around. If you're here long enough, you'll come back to this video and rewatch it again and say, man, Alex tried to tell me. So that's why it's so important that we get these things under control now. And here's the part that people don't talk about. Some of the most and some of the worst trading days didn't start off red. Like I just told you, my trading day didn't start off with a loss. I started off winning. I started off doing my thing. I started off green. But here's what happens when you win. See, winning, this is why I tell people you learn nothing from winning. Because half of the time, you know why you won. And other times, hey, I don't even know why I'm winning. I'm winning. Because winning, it's like a strong dopamine that relaxes you. Winning relaxes your rules. It lowers the pressure and the shoulders a little bit. And then when it relaxes your rules, relaxed rules create sloppy execution. You're not as diligent. You're not as disciplined. You become casual. Okay. Is what it is. I'll get it back. And some of my worst trades happened after my best ones, like I just told you. I was up. Again, if you have been following this video in this video series in its progressions, go back to the video of I lost 10,000. Listen to the story. You don't think it can happen to you. When you're winning so much, you don't think that losing is possible. Sometimes it creates this invincibility mindset where we fall victim to ourselves. Again, our confidence turns into arrogance. Taking trades that I would typically pass on. It's not an A setup, but I'm like, I can get away with that. Or let me increase my profit size or my trading margin or my trading size. Let me increase my contract. Let me buy another contract. justifying why I'm about to do it instead of just executing because my plan is there. I confuse momentum with permission. What do you mean by that, Alex? You confuse momentum with permission. See, when you're winning, sometimes you view momentum as permission to keep going. I got to go harder. Now your greed becomes mixed with ambition. And now you're chasing something instead of calculating the risk, using caution. You keep going. So now you've given yourself permission to be aimless, to be sloppy, to be invincible. Nothing can happen to me. Winning didn't make me better. You said, what? How could you say that? Winning didn't make me better. Discipline did. Being disciplined. I was watching Mark Douglas. Mark Douglas is who, God rest his soul, no longer here on this side of life, but he is was one of the most prolific people when it came down to trading psychology. And Mark Douglas had a statement that the human brain can only make up to 2 significant emotional decisions a day. Just 2. So there is a real thing with decision fatigue. And you're going to notice that in this market because you're being emotionally stimulated when you're executing trades. A lot of things can happen when you make it to the big leagues. And the big leagues is actually placing real money in your account in trading. When there's real emotion involved in that. So you can only make up to 2 emotional decisions a day. And that's including trading, and that's including your personal life. So this is why everything that you do, you'll hear me say it time and time and time and time and time again, that what you do in one area will show up in every other area of life. So if you just got into an argument with your girl, with your wife, with your significant other, and you try to come and trade, boy, good luck. Or you just got done fussing with your kids, boy, good luck. Good luck. I have had plenty of days like that. Or something happened at work and you attempt to come trade, boy, good luck. Because you're already emotionally spent. You're already not drunk in love, like Beyonce said, but you're drunk with emotion. And again, the human brain can only make up to 2 logical and emotional decisions a day. Anything else that requires a lot of emotion, typically you're going to be making emotional decisions with decision fatigue. So every trade you take uses mental capital. Mental capital is not infinite. Focus is finite, especially in this TikTok day and age and generation where the attention span and the focus is just so minuscule. It's here a little, there a little. You could be watching something, squirrel. Oh, what's that? What's that over there? Oh, that show. Oh, scatterbrain. So your focus is finite. So this is the danger of over trading, is because by the 5th or 6th trade, you're not even trading the market anymore. You're trading fatigue. That's why, again, over trading doesn't feel reckless in the moment. It feels normal until you come outside of that moment. You're like, man, what happened? What did I do? How did I blow my account? How did I get into this drawdown? So there are certain days that if you already know that you're mentally exhausted, you don't have any mental capital for that, take the day off. You don't have to trade today. You don't, because we need to move from the mindset of thinking like an amateur or having a mediocre mindset, and we need to shift it to thinking like a profitable trader, thinking like a professional trader. Don't Most traders that are professionals are not taking many trades. How many trades can I take today? No, we need to start shifting our paradigm, and not how many trades that we can take in one day. We need to start asking, the better question is, what's the one trade that's worth taking today? Waiting for that setup. Doing less, it's not laziness. It's being selective with where I want to exhaust or expend my emotion or my mindset or my mental capital. Being selective is your leverage. That way, again, you don't have to exhaust yourself emotionally. I remember it was one trading day in particular. This was the first time that I walked away while the market was still moving. Like, I walked away on purpose. I was up. My trade played out to its terminus, to its end. It hit my take profit, which all of these terms, if you're already a trader, you know these terms. But if you're not, we'll go over these terms at a later date. But it hit my take profit. And the market kept going. I'm talking about, it was going to where that could have been some significant capital. And I think even in that, the dangers of what if? What if I would have kept going? Okay, what if? What if the trade would have turned sideways? You just don't know how far the market is going to go after your terminus, after your clarity. For me, why having a terminus in your trade or take profit is so important because it gives you the ending of the objective. Like, okay, cool. Once it reaches here, cool. That's the most clarity that I have on where the market is going at this present time. Let me remove myself from the uncertainty. If it keeps going, it keeps going. And see, there sometimes comes anxiety when you see something continuing without you, which we'll get into. Don't worry about it. We're going to address that. Watching price continuing on without you, but also realizing that nothing bad happened. Missing a move didn't mean missing money. The market didn't punish me for me leaving after it hit my terminus or my take profit. You know what it did? It rewarded me with another day and another opportunity to trade. And here's where I think it becomes painful or feels painful. See, discipline, it feels painful before it ever feels powerful. I'll give you an example. I was trading while driving. Now, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Parents, my parents listen to this YouTube channel as well. I was trading while driving. Sorry. I was trading under the influence of driving under the influence of trading. Sorry. Pretend that you didn't hear that. But I was trading while driving, like not physically looking at my phone the whole way. But you know how you text and drive. I know some of y'all be texting and driving, so don't. I felt your judgment. Don't throw no judgment over here. I know some of y'all be texting and driving, but I was driving and trading, looking at my charts a little bit, and I'm like, man, I need to pull over. I had my terminus set, but the market was a high resistance liquidity market. We'll discover what that is together. I will walk you down through that. And I'm like, man, if I can just get parked so I can get up out of this trade. The trade nonetheless hits my terminus, my total take profit, but the market kept going. And I was actually on my way to work and hits my terminus, log out of my trading account. I go into work for the day. I come back on my lunch break and I'm like, man, felt like I was missing out a little bit. I could have rode the wave just a little bit longer, rode the momentum just a little bit longer. But guess what happened? The market completely reversed. So that was the one moment, although it felt painful for me to like, I feel like I'm getting out a little early. The power becomes when you see how it played out. So now the pain transitioned from pain into power. Whew, I'm glad I had the self-control to get out. I've been at this long enough to know. The market is not going to pay you for being busy. The market is going to pay you for you being disciplined. Boredom isn't your problem. I want us to view boredom as our confirmation that we're being disciplined. Be okay with being bored. Be okay with being patient enough with your strategy. So if you struggle with overtrading currently, if you're already trading, if you're new to this channel, if you're new to trading, and you may feel the urge to overtrade when you get into this market, it's not because you need more setups. So if you're struggling with overtrading, it's not because you need more setups. It's not. If you're struggling with overtrading, it's because you need more trust. You need more trust within your system. You need more trust within yourself. You need more self-control. You need more discipline. This is just seeing if you're still with me. This has been another installment to trading with yours truly, Alex. Listen, I hope, my prayer is that you're gaining something from this, that you're extracting the principles and applying them in your day-to-day life. I'm excited for where we're headed. Again, we're doing the groundwork. We're doing the heavy lifting now. That way we can get into the easier things later of learning a strategy, of learning liquidity, on observing price action and market structure. I promise you all of that is coming. But I feel like I would be doing you not feel. Let's remove the feeling. I know that I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't provide you this information first. I love this quote. Access to the right information at the right time could possibly, and I use the word possibly, change your life, because you have to allow the information to resonate, take root, and grow in your life. So I'm excited for where we're going. You are in for a ride on this trading journey. And I'm happy that you've chosen me as a mentor to help guide you into this season, in the skill set, in the mindset of trading. In the next video, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, FOMO. I know a lot of you deal with FOMO, and we're going to talk about why chasing moves is really a lack of confidence in yourself and within your system. So until next time, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. That way you know when a video is dropping. Share this message with people who aspire to be better in life, who want to be aligned in life, but also want the skill set of trading. So until next video, Lord willing, grace and peace, family.